Alrighty. We are up and running here. Alrighty. Oh, welcome back. We are back again with some more Pokemon Plat Kaizo. Continuing on with our first attempt here. Just barely getting things going. Yeah, taking it slow for my first attempt. Might speed up things a little bit, but yeah, the game seems pretty fun so far. One unfortunate death from the metronome, but we got some good luck on the berry fight with coming out with no deaths, so now we can just start heading our way towards Orberg and see if we can actually get our way to Roark, if we can, if I have enough time today. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this started here. Yeah, so there's our recap. The last thing we caught was Natu, and we battled Bear on Route 203. Alright. So let's see here. We just have a few trainers to deal with to get towards Orberg City. So we can just start making our way through some of them. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Mochi here as our lead for the first trainer. Yeah. Upon review, looking at my box at this point, my box actually seems pretty decent. Ideally, I would have liked to have a female Burmy, but it's fine. But we still got some good counters for Roark. Delibird is a good one for Gibble, it seems. Turtwig is always good. We got this Magic Garnatu, which seems pretty nice. So yes. But again, it's just my first attempt, so nothing crazy. Let me see, which one is the one where, let me see. Doesn't matter. Alright, so let's go start taking down some more trainers here. So we beat Barry here, we got our encounter, so now we can start taking on these guys here. So let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and take on this first guy. Youngster Dallas. Alright, so it's got Charm and Bite with Blaze, Charcoal, Ember, but Thick Fat Mochi sits on this guy. Oh, let's see. That's quite a bit of XP. Merced, what's up in the chat? Appreciate you dropping in. Hope you're having a good day today. Alright, so this is Trico. Should be most likely Mega Drain. So a couple counters there. I could either go Natu or Delibird. Let me see here. Yeah, why don't we go not to? Just to save some XP on Eggnog. Yeah, there's Mega Drain. Yeah, we take that. And then we can outspeed and one-shot with a... Let's see... Probably Aerial Ace. Yeah. So we'll one-shot with Aerial Ace here. Yeah, it doesn't go for a quick attack there because it's the super effective Bite. So let's see what this is. Totodile? Yeah, this one can be a little scary as Dragon Dance. Let's see. It also has Bite, which it'll most likely use, so... And we could be dead to crit there. So, let's see, we can go to Eggnog on most likely a Bite. They could Dragon Dance too, which is a little scary. Yeah, there's a Dragon Dance. We should still be faster though. At +1 with Delibird, yeah. So let's go for a Gust. Yeah, it's gonna go for Aqua Jet. Yeah, that's looking fine. Alright, then another... Let's see, we could also switch here too. I think from here... Let me see. Let's see. I might want to stay in though. Yeah, if he gets a Aqua Jet crit, max roll is 27. Okay, we always live max roll crit, so we could actually just get the KO here. So let's go for another Gust. Alright, so... Totodile down. Now it's Whismer. With Uproar. Also a little scary, but I think if we go to Cabbage, we should be fine. So we can 1v1 it pretty decently. Yeah, there's an Uproar. We got Shell Armor, so we don't need to worry about crit. We outspeed. Hopefully, let's get a Bite Flinch here. Nice. Good job, Cabbage. All right, so now second Bite most of the time should KO. Nice. CR7, what's up, bro? Appreciate you popping in the chat. Hope your day's going alright so far. So not too bad. Alright, let's go back and save. My day's starting off pretty chill. Just started off my stream here. try to stream for a couple hours before I have to start getting ready for work. Just started my first attempt at this game, Pokemon Platinum Kaizo, doing a hardcore Nuzlocke of it, which is a pretty challenging game here, but we have some good encounters at this point. Yeah, it looks like for the next fight, the lead Chikorita we can just one-shot with Delibird. Delibird is such a good encounter early game. That would most likely bait. Let's see. They don't have any super effective, so it's probably just highest damage. No shinies. This isn't really a game meant for shiny hunting. I mean, you could, but yeah, it's more about doing a Nuzlocke. So, I mean, it'd be pretty cool if I happened to find a shiny, but not super likely. Yeah, it should be Torchic Ember after Chikorita, so we have a few good counters for that. And then Squirtle, Cabbage can just deal with. It does have Mirror Coat though, so I do have to worry about that. Definitely want to use physical moves. And then the Rattata here is the big demon. Guts Rattata with Hyper Fang. And it does have quick attack too. That thing is a bit scary. Yeah, probably. Who takes the least amount of damage from this thing? Probably Cabbage, yeah. So, yeah, for this next one, we'll lead Eggnog for one-shotting the Chikorita. Alright, so, let's see. So we fought you. And we go over here and fight this guy. Alright, youngster Michael. He leads a Chikorita with screens, but we just simply outspeed one shot with either Powder Snow or Gust. So Chikorita goes down. This should most likely be Torchic? Yeah. Because I think it's the super effective Ember. So for this, we could just simply go... Let's see, who would I want to... Who would be the best counter for this? Probably... Probably Mochi, I would assume, but I could get Rock Smash defense drop, so that wouldn't be super ideal either. And Ember could burn, so... I think it's still probably Spheal for this, so yeah, let's go to Mochi here. Yeah, there's Ember. Oh, nice crit. Alright, let's see. Quick Claw one time. Alright, no defense drop, that's good. But this will still probably be Rattata. Yeah. Alright, and this is Guts, Flame Orb, Rattata with Hyper Fang. Let's see, but it's not burned yet. Let's see, I should probably stay in to do some damage. It might just protect, so... Yeah, it might be good just going straight to... Going straight to Cabbage here. I could try staying in, doing some damage, but... Yeah, it'd be better to switch now in case if it does attack, so it takes less damage. So let's go Cabbage here. Hopefully we see it protects. Yeah. Alright, so now level 14. We guarantee live 2 Hyper Fangs. So... Let's see. Yeah, 2 bites after burn damage should always KO. So we'll go for 2 bites here. The healing from Mega Drain wouldn't really matter too much here. Alright, keep protecting, that's fine. Burn some more damage away. Yeah, there's Hyper Fang. We can't get crit. Alright, perfect. Now another bite will just KO. Perfect. Alright, so now lastly is a Squirtle. Who... probably is still gonna go for Bite. So... what's up, King Nagor? Good to see you again, bro. Yeah, this thing has Mirror Coat, so you want to use physical attacks on it. Yeah, so Delibird wouldn't be good to use unless I could one-shot it. Let's see. Let's see. I'm at 6 HP. I could actually keep Cabbage in for a turn. Because, the highest damaging moves the Squirtle can do on my Turtwig is Bite, which is max roll 5 damage. And a Shell Armor, so we can't get crit. And it'll most likely Mirror Coat anyway. So I can go for a Bite to get some damage off. I should always survive here. Yeah. Yeah, it's worth staying in for a turn. If the calculation is correct here. Alright, so let's go for a Bite. Yeah, because Mirror Coat is only for special moves, right? Let me check. Is Mirror Coat changed in this game? Let me triple check that. Mirror Coat. Doubles damage taking last move, attacked with a special move. Okay, no. Yeah, so it's still only special. So we're perfectly safe to go for a Bite here. Might just get a flinch too. Yeah. It's alright, well now we could switch, because I think after that Bite, Gus should now be a guaranteed KO from Delibird. Yeah. So yeah, let's go to Eggnog here. There's a Bite. Yeah. So now we should always be able to one-shot with Adaptability Gust. Yeah, perfect. It's too easy. Alright, nice. Alright, and Jordan Miller, what's up again, bro? Good to see you again. Appreciate you dropping in. Hope your day's going alright so far. Alright. Let's take a look at the next fight here. This one's the Bug Trainer. Yeah, Delibird can sweep this fight, but it's quite a bit of XP. So I could also use not to. Yeah, all these guys looks like a lot of the same movesets, just Bug Bite, Snore. They all have Shed Skin and Berry Juice. Yeah, I could start off with, let me see. Yeah, other than Delibird or not, I mean, Delibird is, other than that, everything else doesn't really do as much damage. Especially since they have a berry juice. It's a little annoying. But I could switch things around. And I could also use I think this is a good fight for lemongrass here. So do that. And we'll... Let's see, who's the weakest link out of all these? Probably say Feel. Or maybe even Love Disc. Yeah, let's keep Love Disc. Since it feels slower than everything. Let's see. Do I want to one-shot the lead Burmy with Delibird? That one seems to be the most It also has hidden power. What hidden power is it? It doesn't say on here. Let me see here. Hidden power dark. Oh, okay. Interesting. So definitely don't want to use Natsu for that. Yeah, I think I'll just one-shot the lead Burmy with Delibird. Let's see how much. We are pretty high in XP though. Let's see, what about Lemongrass? Lemongrass does take quite a bit of damage from bug bites. I mean, I'm so not used to doing XP management. I'm so used to hard level caps. Yeah, so maybe Goldeen is probably a better lead for this. We do decent damage with Peck. Alright. Let's go ahead and try this here. Bugcatcher, Sebastian. Alright, so we'll just start dealing some damage with Peck on Tsushimi here. We are Adamant's nature on this, which is pretty nice. Yeah, it's gonna go for Bug Bites. Alright, that looks fine. Let's see, it's gonna get Berry Juice. probably 2 more. Okay, there's a protect. Let's see, 15. Let's see, max roll crit bug bite deals 18. Yeah, so we want to play around crit here. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, bug bite does quite a bit of damage. Oh no, oh, that's a crit. Yeah, why don't we just go Love Disc. Yeah, I just want to spread around the HP a little bit more. Alright, and then we'll just go for 2 waterfalls. Or 2 water pulses. See if we get a confusion. Oh, so close. Alright, this is fine. Yeah, there's the crit. It's... Alright, burn me down. Let's see, Cascoon. Cascoon. I believe it should see a KO with bug bites, most likely. So... yeah, probably want to now go to Delibird here. So let's go to Eggnog. It might Iron Defense too. Yeah, no, there's Bug Bite. Alright, that's fine. So now we just one-shot with Gust. Oh, that wasn't a one-shot? That should have been a one-shot. For sure. Oh, no, I was looking at Silcoon. Oh, yeah, Gust wasn't a one-shot. But that's perfectly fine. It went for Iron Defense anyway. Another Gust just kills. Alright. Eggnog up to level 15 now. Alright, so this is Kakuna. Kakuna is either gonna Bug Bite or Iron Defense as well. Let's see, I also want to split some XP on this too. The problem is that my team can't really take Bug Bites too well. Yeah. Yeah, I might just need a one-shot it. Who doesn't have... Yeah. I mean, I could, instead of one-shotting, I could go for Powder Snow, and then I could one-shot with Natu. after that, so that'll at least spread the HP a little bit more. So let's go for Powder Snow to deal some chip. Oh, I forgot about Berry Juice there. Alright, that's fine. It's just iron defenses. Alright, so we can... Let's go for another Powder Snow. Yeah, it's just kind of iron defense. Alright, so now we can go to... Let's go to... Probably... Yeah, let's go to Cashew here. Hopefully he goes for another iron defense. Oh, Poison Sting, interesting. Alright, that's fine. We just now one-shot with a Confusion. We are Magic Guard though, so the poison actually is perfectly fine. I love Magic Guard, it's such a cool ability. Alright, so Silcoon. Let's see, can we afford to stay in with Natu? Max roll, Bug Bite crit deals 24. So we do live one Bug Bite crit. So I think we could afford to stay in and deal some damage with Aerial Ace. And it might just also go for Iron Defense. So let's go for an Aerial Ace here. Alright, good. That was a good roll. Yeah. Yeah, there's an Iron Defense. So now we can still stay in, and we can go for a Confusion. It might not KO, but still worth going for. Oh, nice. Got the high roll. Alright, good job, Cashew. And then Metapod. This thing deals even less damage, so... Yeah, we could go for another Aerial Ace here. We still always live a Bug Bite crit, and again, it's most likely gonna Iron Defense anyway, so let's Aerial Ace here. Ooh, very good roll. But it's got Berry Juice. So yeah, Iron Defense, it's... These things are too predictable. Alright, we can stay in again, go for a Confusion. Okay, yeah, there's the Bug Bite. Yeah, so now we gotta switch. Let's see, Lemon... Let's try going to Lemongrass here. Let's see, go Iron Defense. Okay, Bug Bite, don't crit. Ooh, that's some... Still quite a bit of damage. We are dead to max roll crit. unfortunately. But I think at this point we can just... I don't have to risk that. I can just go to Delibird. Yeah. Moondrop Soulheart, what's up, bro? Appreciate you dropping in the chat. I'm doing pretty alright. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day today so far. Alright, so we don't need a risk crit. We can just go to Eggnog and KO Gust. There's Bug Bites. And then we just KO with Gust. Alright, that's very good XP saved on Eggnog there. Let's see. You want a Emerald Nuzlocke? That's pretty cool. Good job with that. I'm doing a Nuzlocke of here. This is Platinum Kaizo, the new big Kaizo game that just released. So this is still only my first attempt, so just getting the feet wet. So let's instead of going back and heal, let's use some potions because I want to keep the poison on Cashew. Sure, you can tell me the team. Let me guess. Did you pick a Sceptile as your starter? Oh, it's yeah, Jordan. The death that happened was pretty hilarious. It was my Nidoran. One of the Togepi on one of the clowns rolled Necrozma. It looks like Necrozma's C move is in this game, and it just one-shot my Nidoran. So, yeah, I had no idea. I had no idea that move was even in this game. Yeah, it was the Z move equivalent of Photon Geyser. But I mean, it's Metronome, so I mean, there's not much you could really do with that. Yeah, so my Nidoran didn't have a chance. You know, Psychic-type move too, so it was super effective. I don't even know if that would have mattered, because the Z move version is 200 base power. Yeah, so I don't know who has that move. Probably some crazy team in the Elite Four or Distortion World, I'm assuming. Alright, let's see. So next trainer, Snubble lead with Intimidate and Silk Scarf and Attract. Attract's a little annoying here. And it is female. Let's see, it looks like Love Disc would be a good counter here. Or actually, Mochi would be a good counter. Let's go back and grab. Go back and grab that really quick. And let me go get some more potions. Right. Let's see, pretty interesting team there, Moondrop. Survivor and Roark are interesting choices. What'd you use those guys for? Survivor's not really a commonly picked one. Right, let's get Kibble up in here too. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll use Spheal for Snubble, which would probably bait Electric. Let's see, Kibble can deal with that pretty easily. That would bait, looks like Rolling Kick from Riolu. And it looks like Cashew is a perfect counter for that. And then Growlithe also has Intimidate, but yeah, we could just use Spheal as well. Spheal's a pretty good encounter early on, especially Thick Fat. The Swinub I'm the most disappointed in. Swinub is just way too weak to do anything. It's too slow. I think this looks good. All right. Let's go head over. Oh, Cashew's almost dead. No, I'm not gonna antidote Cashew because it has Magic Guard, so it doesn't take damage from poison in battle. So, yeah. Mr. Sicko Bomba. What's up, bro? Appreciate you dropping in the chat. You just beat Cynthia? Interesting claim. Alright, so for this, we're gonna lead Mochi. Yeah. Alright. Let me save right here. That sounds interesting. Did you level up your Pokemon really high and then just like play through the game to experience it? Moondrop, I'd recommend Soul Silver. Soul Silver is a fun Nuzlocke to do. Alright, let's go and do this here. Alright, last Caitlyn. Alright, so she's got Intimidate and Attract. But hopefully we can just KO with 2 Bubble Beams here. And let's see if we can get it. I haven't got a Quick Claw proc yet. Nope. Alright, Present. That's fine. Ooh, Speed Drop. Are we faster now? Nice. Good job, Mochi. Alright, so this should always be Electric. Either Shockwave or Thunder Wave. But Kibble can one-shot. Hopefully it doesn't go for Thunder Wave here. Alright, that's fine. Let's just see if we could hit through. I don't think it's gonna go for Bite. I think it's gonna go for either Swift or Shockwave. Dig will always one-shot though. Yeah, so there's Swift. Let's not see a Paralyze. Ooh, don't like that. Let's try again. Alright, there we go. I think Limber is its other ability. Mine's Super Luck though. It's also Adamant. This is probably the best Meowth you could get. Alright, so Riolu should always be Rolling Kick. Cashew 1v1s this thing pretty well. Yeah, Rolling Kick. We eat that. And let's see, Smelling Salts crit deals up to 30 on the max roll. I might need to risk that. So Confusion. Aerial Ace does have a chance to KO. We could also go for Confusion to try to roll this Confusion self-hit. I think that's probably better. Alright, so let's go for Confusion. And let's send it. Alright, Confuse. Ooh, Confuse! Self-hit. Come on, one time. Hit yourself, hit yourself. Hey, let's go! Cashew's the GOAT! Ooh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Alright, now it's just Growlithe. And let's see. It's gonna go for bite, guaranteed. So from here, I think we could just go back to... We could either go back to Mochi or... Let me see. Yeah, I think we could just go back to Mochi here, deal with this. There's bites. Let's see, 33. Let's see, max roll secret power crit just deals up to 22, so we're perfectly fine. Bumble beam just one shots. Oh. It put me to sleep? Chibi Cross, what's up in the Twitch chat? Appreciate the follow, bro. Much appreciated. Good to have you. I'm doing alright so far. I didn't know that Secret Power had a chance to sleep. That's interesting. Let's see. We still survive max roll secret power crit. But we could just switch here. Let's see. How's the love disc? So love disc takes quite a bit from secret power. Yeah, we could just go to... I could keep in for a turn, try to get a wake up. And then I can swap to Turtwig. So. Yeah, max roll secret power crit is 22. Actually, if we do, I mean, doesn't really matter. Probably better since my Turtwig is slower, so it could also just get a secret power sleep. So let's try to get a wake up here. Bubble Beam still always one shots. Okay, nope. Alright, so now we gotta switch. Let's see, no sleep one time. Okay, good. So now it's just gonna go for Ember. Ember only deals a max of 16. And Rock Throw will deal quite a bit of damage. So. Hopefully we don't see burn here. Okay, nice. Right, and then... Yeah, we always live another Ember, and we can KO with another Rock Throw. Alright, cool. Alright, we're schmovin'. Let's heal our guys up here. Let me see, do I have... See, oh, I don't have any awakenings. I will have to go back and go to the Pokemon Center. But let me just... I'll put a eggnog up front. Make sure cashew doesn't get too low. Oh, encounter. Big Bidoof. Alright. Let's go back and heal. I could use the trainer school to pre-status cashew if I want to. But I don't want to use burn because that'll reduce the damage of aerial ace. Overworld poison is still kind of annoying. Alright. Alright, so now I think it's just the 2 trainers in Orbert Gate. I know recently people are choosing to use their repel to do it as a gauntlet. So you can delay for Ultra Ball. But I'm not gonna do that. Don't think it's super necessary. I mean, if you get Ursa Roar, that's... It is what it is. Oh no, I think we have one more trainer before Orbert Gate. Yeah, we have this Mareep. This Mareep does quite a bit of damage. Jordan, no. I got unlucky with the first honey tree. And that's where I got my Delibird. Let's see. Water Moon, what's up, bro? Appreciate having you. Hope you're having a good day today. This is Pokemon Platinum Kaizo. Realistic Ninja, what's up, bro, as well? Good to have you. Hope you're having a good day today. Yeah, I'm not mad with the Delibird encounter. It's putting in a lot of work. So, yeah, I'll definitely take that. I'm not mad at that. I'm mad at the Swinub. The Swinub in I should have fished. Swinub is such not a... It's been very underwhelming. Like, I'm trying to see, like, if I could use it against this Mareep, but... Yeah, it doesn't learn Dig until level 20. And it's got super low defenses. Ninja, yeah, I should be able to run on Delta. Desmune is the more preferred one, though. I don't know, Mammothswine might put in work later in the game, but right now it's kind of dead weight. It's because it only gets Mud Slap at this point. Let me see. It also has HP Ice. It's kind of nasty. And Power Gem. Yeah, Ninja, I feel that. I'm taking a break from Run and Bun myself. Um, before starting this run, my last attempt at Run and Bun made it all the way to Drake, but I ended up wiping in the Elite Four. So that was my furthest attempt I've gotten. So it might be a bit of a while until I return to Run and Bun. That was a bit sad. Let's see. I think I might need to pre-sleep Meowth for this fight. But I still don't really know how to do that. I mean, I have the Kaizo Hex. Let's see, Jordan, are you familiar with using Kaizo Hex? Is it always if you use it, is it always a turn 1 sleep? Waterman, appreciate the sub, bro. Much appreciated. Hopefully I'll catch you another time. Hope you have a great rest of your day. For doing pre-sleep, if you use the Kaizo Hex to do it, is that always a turn 1 sleep? Because I'm not too entirely sure how people pre-sleep in this game without the Lewis scripts. I could just use the trainer school. Yeah, me neither. Okay, let me test it out. Because if I could pre-sleep my Meowth just for the Mareep, that would be very helpful, since it has a Thunder Wave and Static. So... and then it's just the starter trio, so... yeah, we got good counters for those. Turtwig, Chimchar. And yeah. Javian, what's up, bro? Appreciate having you. Hope you're having a good day today. How's it going? Yeah, I think Peachow just released a short saying how he doesn't like pre-sleep, so... I know there's a lot of discourse about it, but... I feel like if the developers design the game around using it, then I don't see a problem using it. Alright, so let me test this out. I'm gonna try using Plat Kaizo Hex. So let me see. Let me pause the emulation here. Let's see. Export backup memory. And let me see. Alright, let's see how this works. Let's see. Open. Alright. See, I got the save file imported. Okay, it looks like you can, yeah, status condition, sleep, one turn. Okay, it does say turn 1 sleep in the Pokehex here. So let me set that on Meowth. Oh. Oh, that turned into an Arceus. Let me try that again. Let's see. I think from the directions, let me look at it again. Let me see. Yeah, click the bottom left-hand corner, pull up the status menu, click the status, then right-click the Pokemon in the party, and click Set. I think that's what I did. View, sleep, set. Okay, I think that did it. All right, so let me try this here. Okay. Yeah, so there is the developer team did release a custom version of Pokehex called Plat Kaizo Hex for this game, which you normally use to like look at all the the team planner. And they say that you can use it for pre-statusing and pre-damaging. Since you have access to the trainer school, which has those features built in for you. So it's still technically legal because even though you're manually setting it, it's still something that you could do within the game's parameters. So I just applied the pre-sleep, so I'm gonna see if I could import that save here. All right, let's see. All right, there we go. Cable's asleep. Looks like it worked. Yeah, and that'll help a lot with the Mareep since, again, it has Thunder Wave, so it can't use Thunder Wave turn 1. I still can get Magnet procced, which would be pretty bad, but we can try to work around that. Yeah, I am a big fan of making those features more streamlined because it just adds more strategic depth into the game, allowing you to do that more easily. So I definitely agree with that. So let me see. I mean, I guess I could bring Swine up as a backup. Let me get Swine up in here. Just in case. Alright, let's go ahead and run this. It's my first time testing out free sleep. Let me just level up. Haagen-Dazs once here. Yeah, there's Rock Throw. Let's see, Odor Sleuth. Yeah, I'll probably just delete that. Alright, let's go ahead and test this out. Alright, up here. So we beat you. So next trainer is up here. Let's get the... Let's grab the item here first. Oh. Gulpin. Let's see, what is this? Great Ball. Alright. Alright, let's do this here. Last Madeline. Alright, so we have I did the pre-sleep on Kibble here, and it should be a turn 1 sleep guaranteed. So this allows me to wake up turn 1 and prevent Marie from going for a Thunder Wave. It does still have static, so ideally we don't proc a static. Or we get a super luck crit here on the dig. Yep, so we wake up. There's a dig. Let's see, no static proc? Nice. Yeah, so it just shocks waves. Yeah, it is a quite a bit of damage. So we can just go for another dig here. Oh, there was the crit. It's wrong timing cable, but it's fine. Let's see. So this is Chimchar. Let's see. This is... What are you gonna go for? It's got Rock Smash, and it's probably gonna go for Fake Out as well. So we can just go... We can just go to Mochi here. Yeah, there's a Fake Out. It's most likely gonna Rock Smash, but Bubble Beam will always one-shot. Oh, and we got the Quick Claw. There we go, we finally got it. It's... Man, my luck's been phenomenal this run. Knock on wood. Alright, Mochi is level 15 now. Alright, this should always be Turtwig. Yeah, Turtwig. Probably gonna go for Mega Drain, I'm assuming. Oh no, Razor Leaf. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. We could just go... Yeah, let's go to... Let's save some XP on Eggnog. Let's go Cashew here. Set up a Reflect. I think that's fine. It does reduce aerial ace damage though, so we'll have to go for Confusions instead. This thing does have it does have Overgrow with Miracle Seed though, so I have to be wary of that. Let's go for Confusion. Ooh, good roll. Ooh, Confuse. Another self-hit? Let's see it, let's see it. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so I was just going for Razor Leaf. Perfectly fine. Yeah, I think even if it goes for... Let me see. Yeah, Max Roll, Overgrow, Razor Leaf deals up to 22. So we're perfectly fine. So we can just go for another Confusion here. Yeah, and we just get the KO. Hey, what's up, Will? Good to see you. Good to have you. Yeah, we're bumping up the Gen 4 graphics here. So hope you're having a good day today so far. Alright, so Piplup probably has... Oh no, he doesn't have. This is gonna go for Aqua Jet. So we can just go to Cabbage to 1v1. Oh, went for Pluck. Interesting. I mean, that's fine. We can just go for Mega Drains. Look at that damage. Yeah, Pluck again. Don't even worry about it. Reflect 4 off. Alright. And there we go. Easy game. Alright, let's see what items we have over this way. Alright, let's see what items over here. Is this the repel that you get? It is a repel. Interesting. I mean, it's not really lunch technically. I guess it's still technically my breakfast. I just didn't finish it. It's just some protein bagels with peanut butter. Nothing crazy. So good. So now I know that the pre-sleep function works here, so I can consider that for future fights. Alright. So let me go ahead and save. And let's take a look at the next couple fights here. Okay, so now we're in Orbit Gate. So I think I'm not gonna do the delay, so I think I could actually just roll the encounter. Since I don't plan on using the repel. Let's see here. I know people are doing the delay so they can go to the first floor. But I mean, they can go to the second floor. But I think we're just gonna roll first floor gates. Would definitely love either a nose pass or a Geodude. If we get Teddy Ursa and it roars us, then it is what it is. Daytime also rolls Bonsly, and we also have Psyduck as a dupe. So if we can get a rock type, I would be very happy with that. So let's go roll the encounter first. But let me see. I'm gonna go use the restroom really quick and then we'll do that. Alright, let's go roll our encounter here. Fortunately, we don't have any mons that have Sing. Let's see. What's our Pokeball situation look like? Yeah, we should have plenty. Alright. So definitely looking for a rock type here. Or a ground type. That would be sick. We definitely don't want to see Teddiursa, because it could use Roar. So let's see what we end up getting here. Zubat! Ah! I hate this thing. I don't need another flying type. Oh man. Did not want to see this guy. Alright, it's fine. I guess. I mean, I guess it could be useful for Gardena, but definitely not for Roark. Alright, well let's speed this up a little bit. Leech Life. It does get Leech Life, interesting. Alright, there we go. Alrighty, what's a good food name for Zubat? Let's see, well, you did say you're having hot wings for lunch. I feel like that could be appropriate here. Yeah, let's go with hot wings. Yeah. Hot wings. Alright, well, let's see what kind of Zubat we're rolling with here. Yeah, definitely not the encounter we were looking for there. Let's see, Zubat. What are we looking like here? Let's see, timid. Let me see. It's max speed. It's okay. I mean, that's pretty good. 26 special attack. Minus attack's not great, but I mean, it does get a lot of special attacks as well. Alright. I'll take a max speed Zubat, I guess. Let's see. I will need to get some more... rare candies before I can level this thing up, but... yeah, I prefer... Jolly would be a lot better. So... yeah. I mean, I think we're still looking good for Roark. We just don't have that much type diversity. So. Alright, well, Zubat. Yeah, that was 11% chance encounter. Alright, at least it is a dupe for Orberg Mine. So we get a much higher chance at a rock type there. So I guess that is something. Alright, but let's take a look at this next trainer here. Camper Curtis. This guy leads a Guts Teddiursa. And looks like it kind of rocks my team. Yeah, this thing. I think even without status, everything dies to a crit to this thing. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I just need something that could outspeed and two-shot this. And then just hopefully don't get crit. See, I could go for Meowth, but it doesn't two-shot it. I think I'll have to go Delibird. And just hope I don't get crit with Smelling Salts. Because we can outspeed and two-shot with Powder Snow. Let's see. Spoink has Future Sight. Which is also pretty scary. Let's see. So we have some options for that. Sandshrew. We have good options for as well. Wingull. Turtwig is really good. And then Nidoran Male. We can use either... probably Psyduck for this. Yeah. Yeah, so I think I just gotta risk a crit on Delibird to deal with Teddiursa, because that thing is just way too strong. Yeah, poison barb, poison jab also does quite a bit of damage too, but I think Psyduck is a good answer for it. And then I just need a good counter for Spoink. Which I guess... I think Meowth could do that. It is also Life Orb. Okay, yeah, so... This is a pretty scary fight. Let's grab Psyduck for Haagen-Dazs. And... let's see. Do I want to keep Love Disc? Probably. Yeah, for the Sandshrew. Yeah, so, but Spheal can be a good damage sponge for the Spoink. Am I gonna use... I don't think I'm gonna use Natu for this fight. So... yeah. I'll replace, I'll use Love Disc over Natu. And I'll level her up once. And Gumbo once too, just in case. Oh, Aqua Ring, nice. Aqua Ring over Flail for sure. Level up Gumbo as well. Oh, Water Pulse. That's pretty good. Alright. I think that's good. As good as we can get here. Yeah, if we had gone a rock type in, then the Teddiursa might not have been as bad, but yeah, I think we just gotta risk a crit on Eggnog, unfortunately. I'm Jordan. I'm from Los Angeles. It's currently noontime for me. Where are you from, bro? Alright. Yeah, we just got dodge crit here. Let's see. Oh, this isn't the trainer. Let's see. Oh, we get Rock Smash here. Oh, nice. All the way in South Africa. It's pretty far distance. Glad to be able to catch it this time, though. Yeah, this, I work in the evening, so the morning time is when I get the chance to stream and play games. I do gotta get ready for work in a little bit, though, so we'll see if we can get past these trainers. I don't think Rock Smash would help me too much with the 2DR, so I don't have any fighting types, so yeah. Yeah, we'll just stick with the Delibird plan. Alright, Camper Curtis with a Demon Teddy Ursa. Alright. We either need a dodge crit or get a freeze with Powder Snow. There's no other way around it. Come on, Eggnog, you can clutch up. Alright, no crit one time. No crit. Nice! Very good. And that was a low roll too. I think we would have lived even with a crit. Alright, so we can just KO with another Powder Snow here. Oh, and there's another. Would have liked that crit earlier, but it's going to be quite a bit of XP. Alright, so Sandshrew comes in. Let's see, Sandshrew probably going to go for a rock, yeah, rock throw. I could KO with Delibird, but I want to conserve some HP, so we can just go to Luckdisk here. Okay, there's a rock throw. Oh, nice crit there. And then we just outspeed one shot with a water pulse. Also bypasses Rough Skin. Alright, Spoink. Spoink comes in. It's probably going to... let's see. Probably gonna Future Sight. Or it'll Teeter Dance. Teeter Dance would be pretty annoying. Or... yeah. Let's see, if I am planning on countering this with Meowth, I should probably switch now, in case it does go for Future Sight. I could try staying in for a turn and deal some damage. But I think I'm dead to a crit. So yeah, I gotta switch here. Yeah, let's go with Meowth. Hopefully not on a Teeter Dance. Ah. Alright, we gotta hit through. Bite does a lot of damage. Hit through one time. Kibble, come on. Nice! Can we get the flinch? Oh, got the crit! Big crit with Kibble. Super luck coming in clutch. Alright, Nidoran male comes in. Probably... Yeah, either... Probably gonna go for double kick. Dig has a 75% chance to OHKO with Meowth, but... I would be dead to crit self-hit confusion. So... Yeah, this should always be double kick since it sees that as super effective instead of poison jab, if I'm not mistaken. So... I think the switch to... The switch to Psyduck might be safe, but I might... Yeah, I'd be dead to Poison Jab crit after that. I need to deal some damage. Yeah, it might be worth it to try to go for the attack here. Yeah, because everything else just takes too much damage. Yeah, I think it is worth trying to go for a bite here. And then I could swap to Psyduck. Or, I mean, I guess I could just go for the KO. No, non-crit double kick doesn't KO, but if they both crit and I self-hit from confusion, that could KO. But that's really unlikely since both hits from double kick would have to crit. Yeah. And it is also poison point too, though. So I could get poisoned. That plus crit could KO me as well. But I'd also be risking crit on Psyduck if I swap directly to it now. So I think it's worth just going for an attack either way. Might as well fish for the KO with Dig. Alright, let's hit through. Ah, self-hit. Alright, don't crit. Poison jab. Okay, alright, now we have to definitely switch. Alright, so I guess it isn't guaranteed. I still don't really know fully how Gen 4 AI works. I would have assumed the poison jab and double kick are similar roles. But I would assume that since double kick is super effective, it would go for that over poison jab since it's neutral, but I guess not. Alright, well that's a bit of an issue because yeah, I think it's guaranteed KO with both moves. That's a little problematic. Yeah, I think I just gotta go to Gumbo. Hopefully it's a double kick. Alright, double kick one time, please. Ah, damn it. Alright, I gotta do some damage. Alright, Gumbo, clutch up. Let's dodge a crit here, buddy. Psybeam. Confuse? Ah, alright, don't crit. No crit, please. Ah, poison, damn it. Ah. Ah, that sucks. Man, this thing is a demon. Alright, but that was the... I'm okay with that. Psyduck wasn't the best. So... let me see here. Yeah, the last thing is just the Wingull, so if I go Delibird... Actually, I should just get the KO with, Meow. Or... let me see. Oh, no, we'll get the KO with the Love Disc. Yeah, rest in peace, Gumbo. Alright, Water Pulse KO. And then Wingull is remaining. We do wall this thing pretty well. We can stay in and just go for water pulses until it uses supersonic, and then we can switch. They're supersonic, so now it won't use it on the switch. And I think from here we could just go to Turtwig. Yeah. Yeah, wing attack, perfectly fine. And we could just KO with a rock throw. Alright, hit through. Alright. Made it through. But what a scary fight. Yeah, if you don't get a normal resist before this fight, that Teddy Ursa, like you just gotta dodge a crit. I don't know what other way you'd be able to go about it. And yeah, that Nidoran does crazy damage. Alright, but it's only one more fight. That's speaking of Psyduck. Only one more fight until we get to Orberg City, and then we can get a bunch of encounters. So, and then I think I'll end it there. Because I do gotta get ready for work pretty soon. Yeah, unfortunate death there with Gumbo, but I think it's okay. Psyduck doesn't seem really that good for most of the early game. And we still have a good amount of water types, so. Okay, I'll join you with Nidoran in the box here. So let's update the death count here. let's take a look at the next fight here. Another demon normal type. Lovely. With a quick attack. Adaptability, Silk Scarf. Lovely. Let me see something here. Yeah, these things are demon. What the heck? Yeah, these fights are nasty. And I don't really have the best box for them. Yeah, I think this is just another dodge crit angle. I don't know what else I could really do here. Yeah, the Ralcha has Destiny Bond. Another Nidoran with Sludge Bomb. Don't have anything to resist that, except for, Swinub, I guess. Yeah, Burmy does, but it's slower, so... Actually, level 14 it should be faster. I could also use Meowth for that as well. And then I could use, Natu for Chingling. Yeah. Let's see, Natu also does one-shot the... Does one-shot the Nidoran, and we do live crit. I could pre-burn to prevent status on it. That seems like a good matchup. And then for the Eevee, though, I think it's just another. Oh, but it does have quick attack. Let's see. I could use Rock Smash on Meowth. Or I could try to charm it with Love Disc, but Love Disc would die to a crit. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of statuses on these ones. I might want to do a full pre-sleep strategy. Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna have to be here. Alright. So we're definitely bringing Natu. Let's see, Burmy. Yeah, I could probably bring Burmy over Steel. I don't see Steel doing too much on this fight. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the play. And then we can give the Quick Claw to Cabbage. Alright, and then let me use my last rare candy for Burmy here. And then let me pre-status everybody. Pre-burn on Natu and then pre-sleep for everybody else. Let me see if I could try to wrap this up pretty quick. Alright. Let's see. Pause. Export. Let's see. Get Plat Kaizo Hex. Alright. You sleep. Set. 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 You burn. Set. Okay. Export save. And let's get this open here. Alright, cool. And we're gonna lead Kibble with Rock Smash. It should learn Rock Smash, hopefully. You don't learn Rock Smash? Ah, come on, bro. How do you not learn Rock Smash? Okay, well... that makes things really bad for this, this Eevee. I'll probably have to use Turtwig then. Yeah. I could teach it over Tackle. Unfortunately, it's not guaranteed defense drop, but... At least since we're slower. Or we can get a quick claw proc. It should protect us from secret power sleep. But we are gonna have to get a little lucky here. So I don't think I was gonna use cabbage for anything else really. I could use it for the Chingling as well, but Kibble could also take care of that. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. We'll rock with this. Let me just lead Eggnog so that I could run away from encounters. Alright. Okay. Alright, GG. Good luck. Let's see if we can get past this. Alright. Demon Eevee. Alright, so ideally here, the most ideal thing that could happen here is, we use Rock Smash turn 1, and get a defense drop, and then get a Quick Claw proc turn 2. That would be insane. But, yeah, I think there's not much else we could really do. We are Shell Armor, so that does help us quite a bit. Yeah. If we get a defense drop, then 2 Rock Smashes will KO. So let's go for that here. Oh, Quick Claw? Alright. It's actually not as good, because now we could get put to sleep with a Secret Power. Actually, no, it's a rock type in this. No defense drop, though. Unfortunate. Yeah, I think we just gotta do some more damage here. We'll go for another Rock Smash. Another Secret Power. Alright, not quite a kill. You get the defense drop. But I think now it's guaranteed quick attack since it should see a KO with it. Yeah. So it's guaranteed quick attack. Yeah, so we can just go to Eggnog now. Or, let's see. No, probably Love Disc, yeah. Yeah, let's go to Love Disc here. Oh, he's swapped? Oh crap. I did not expect that. Well, alright. Eevee's still alive, that's pretty bad. But, we do outspeed and two-shot Zubat with Water Pulse. And we are asleep, so we can't Hypnosis turn 1. So... And we always live Poison Fang. He can still Confuse Ray, so I don't want to switch now. So let me Water Pulse first. Hopefully we get a Confusion. Nope, not quite. Poison Fang. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so we can just KO with another Water Pulse here. Alright, Zubat goes down. What comes in next? Ralts. Alright, let's see. Ralts. He'll either Magical Leaf or Destiny Bond. We can swap straight to Kibble. Or you could also Icy Wind. If you Icy Winds, we're still outspeed with Meowth. So we can swap right to Meowth here. Hopefully it doesn't Destiny Bond on this turn. Okay, yeah, Magical Leaf. That's fine. Alright, so now we can outspeed and one-shot with bites. Yeah. So let's go for the bite here. Let's see, next up is Nidoran, Big Demon. Let's see. It's either going to Lovely Kiss or Double Kick. I think this is a perfect swap to not to get the KO with Confusion. Yeah. So let's go to Cashew here. Sludge Bomb. Why'd I go for Sludge Bomb? Interesting. Yeah, again, I still don't know what the AI is like. Alright, but we outspeed one shot with Confusion. Alright, Eevee comes back in. Let me see. This thing doesn't see a KO with it shouldn't see a KO with Quick Attack, and always see a KO with Secret Power, so it should never Quick Attack from my understanding here. If it does, we are dead to a crit. But I think it should never go for it here. It should always Secret Power. Yeah. Alright, perfect. Eevee goes down. And then lastly is Chingling. This thing... yeah, it can't really do anything to us. I think we could just KO. He can't Hypnosis since I'm burned. He's either going... I think he's probably going to go for Swift. So we are burned, so we can go for a Nightshade here. Yeah, there's a Swift. Perfectly fine. And then I think from here we can just go... I think from here we can just go Delibird. Yeah. There's a Swift. Then we could just KO with Powder Snow. Alright. Not too bad. Not as bad as the first fight, but still definitely a little scary. But yeah, I think we made it to Orberg City. Oh, encounter. Nose pass. I would have loved to have you. But it's okay. We are at the level cap with Delibird, so we're gonna have to be careful. Alright, I appreciate that, Jordan. Yeah, we were able to work around it pretty well. Alright, so let's go to... I think there's the rare candies here. Yeah, I'll grab those another time. I gotta start getting ready for work. Ideally, I'd like to do my encounters right now, but we'll save that. Alright, well, 2 deaths. Not great, but not terrible up to this point. But got some good progress here. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and end things there. Jordan, really appreciate you watching along with me, bro. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. Hopefully I'll catch you again in another stream. Hopefully I can have some more time. Maybe later today I'll have a more time. If not, probably tomorrow. But yeah, I'll catch everyone in my next stream, and we'll try to make our way to Roark. All right, take care.